In this module, I want to explain why the European Union works with countries outside of the European Union. Now, the first thing you need to learn when you're reading about the European Union is the terminology they use to describe a country. A member state is a member of the European Union, and there are 27 members, which I showed on the first module. Now, an associated country is a country that signs an agreement with the European Union. For example, Norway agrees to, say, the research program. They agree to put maybe €2 billion into the program so that Norwegian researchers can participate. The same with Israel, Iceland, Switzerland, and so on. So in other words, these countries, Norway, Israel, Iceland, Switzerland, these countries participate exactly the same as if they were a member of the European Union. Now, a third country is not a third world country. A third country is a European terminology for a country that's not a member of the European Union and is not an associated country. So under European definition, America is a third country, Canada, China, and so on. So when you're reading about participation with third countries, that's just the terminology that's used by the European Union. So let's see, why does Europe want to work with countries all over the world? There are a number of reasons. The European Union has signed many international agreements, for example, the Sustainable Development Goals, the Paris Agreement, and they need to work with international countries to address these international challenges. The European Union has signed over 20 scientific cooperation agreements with countries like China, America, South Africa, Argentina, Chile. So I want to show you where to find these agreements. There's something called science diplomacy. So if Europe wants a cooperation agreement with any country in the world, Peru, Argentina, or Peru, say, Ecuador, Vietnam, or whatever, they decide on many areas of cooperation. But the first area they always cooperate in is science, because it's an area that's of benefit and easy to work with. So they use science as a way of developing relationship between the scientists and between the universities and so on. There's other reasons. Europe has a development aid program, so under that, they also cooperate, but it's not all one way. Europe also cooperates to develop the careers of their own researchers and to expose European researchers to international organizations. So if you're from Peru, this is what you have to do. You have to go onto Google and type in europa.eu. That is the website where all the European policies are kept. So Google europa.eu, Peru Research Cooperation. And you'll see all the agreements, you'll see the organizations involved. You could also do Google europa.eu research projects and list what projects are already funded. If you're interested in something like the circular economy or something like smart cities, you could do Google europa.eu smart cities. So that's the best way to get started. And you could also see what kind of projects are already funded between your countries and the European Union. Now, what we do is we design training courses for universities and research centers. And this is an example of what we do is we help organizations prepare a strategy. We're not consultants. We don't participate in projects, but this is a workshop we're doing with some universities at the moment, is that we first analyze what does it mean to be successful in Horizon Europe. Then a lot of people who are beginners, they want to know the basics like the structures, terminologies. They do an exercise identifying opportunities and also strategic networking. How do you promote yourself at the European level? So again, this is the first course anybody who's new to Horizon Europe has to take. Now, the next thing you need to know is that if you're going to participate in a project and you already know this, you then need to know how the proposals are evaluated, how to screen ideas to see, are we wasting our time? You know, the people at high success rates do a lot of analysis. And we also talk about the kind of support that scientists need when they're actually participating. So that's it. And down at the bottom, you can see the website where these courses are. Now, those two courses, Getting Ready for Horizon Europe and How to Write a Proposal, are online. So that's the follow-on to this workshop. So I hope you enjoy that. And you know, you can start searching on the Google Europa.eu to see what are the opportunities for you.